Hey everybody, how you doing? Back at Langley Speedway. Let's try this for a second time. This is the top split of two. I am starting fifth in the number 13 car. We have 15 cars in the field and we'll be going 50 laps. Langley Speedway in Hampton, Virginia. This is a 0.395 mile track with 6-degree banking in the turns, 4-degree banking in the straights. This probably has the least amount of banking of any track that I regularly visit. I call Langley a fat oval. The straightaways are very, very short and the turns are extremely long, wide, sweeping turns. So as I noted, I'm starting in fifth, a pretty good qualifying position for the 13th seed car. Got some pretty good guys up here. Let's hope this turns out a lot better than the last race. So we're coming out of two, heading down the backstretch for the last time. Gonna wait for the pace car to pull off, and yes, the lights are off the pace car. I'm gonna get into a track analysis pretty quick after the race. I'm gonna contradict some of the things I said in the last race. Okay, here we go. Pace car is off.
Pace car's off. Be ready.
Let's rock.
Have a great day. Green flag.
Good start for me. I'm able to maintain the fifth place position. Me and the other car kind of use the apron a little bit there. A little squirrely on that first corner. Everybody gets through 3 and 4 clean. We got a clean first lap. Okay, right away to the track analysis. As we're working the back straights here, coming down to 3 and 4. Like I said before, 3 and 4 here, I have no problem negotiating this corner. Okay, now that I've got a lot more laps under my belt and a little bit of experience and a little more speed, you might remember I said aim for the cone in turn 1, intersect that dotted line on the pavement. I'm now going to contradict myself and say follow the dotted line as if it is the apron line. That seems to be the preferred line here in this top split, at least with some fast guys. I've adopted it, gotten a little bit better, and as you see there, I rotate and roll through the corner quite well. The problem originally that kind of gave me some issues, was these corners are just so wide and long, and the straightaways are just so short. You're barely on the accelerator that much. But the problem is about the time you think that you're going to unwind the steering to exit the corner, you've actually got more corner to go. Okay, what do we got going on here? Number 10 using the apron. No. That's a violation there, dude. And he forces me out high. I go out high so I don't, clip him because I'm trying to run my line down on the apron line that he decided to go a little bit deeper. And now I'm going to get passed by the number 4 car also and lose 2 positions. Well, ain't that a crapper. Ooh, and a crash up in turn 1. That was the 3rd place car. He gets caught up with a lap car. Uh-oh, that's not good. Okay, well, that's going to relegate me back to 5th place. But anyway, back to that apron line thing. I contacted the individual via mail afterwards, and they're fairly new to iRacing. I told them I'd cut them some slack, but let's not do that. That is a violation. Kind of a crappy thing to do, too. All right, in 5th position here now.
15 points.
You know what time it is? Crank that knob to 11.
Faster, man. I keep telling him. I'm working up here. Quarter outside. 15.139. Clear. 15.138.
All right, holding my own in 5th place. I've got nobody pressuring me from behind. The 6th place car is well over 3 seconds behind me. I'm holding my own with the number 10 car in the 4th position, and even at times kind of coming up on him, the leader has checked out. He's well over 3 seconds ahead of even the 2nd place car. So the lap traffic here, as you've seen, has been rather accommodating here so far, moving up out of the way just like this car right here, and letting us faster guys go by. Thank you very much. Love to see that. So maintaining about a second off of the 4th place car, running in 5th here, and the car's feeling pretty good right now. And I just have a feeling that I'm going to be able to close in on him. He has not been able to pull away from me once he got past me. As I drive this track more and more, as I get more familiar with it and possibly work on some setup changes, I think this is going to be a fun track. This is the kind of rhythm track that I do pretty well at times, but at the same time, if I get out of my rhythm, man, I'm biting the wall or something. All right, I've caught up to the number 10. Real quick, all of a sudden, one lap, I think he's kind of maybe used up his tires. He's giving it up, gonna go high and let me go by. That is a stand-up move. That's a stand-up move. Don't challenge me. You know, I've done that to other cars too. You know, get out of the way to the faster car and maybe settle it a little bit later on. Ooh, I get a little squirrely there. The car, we're working lap 24. The next lap or so will be halfway, and the car is starting to feel just a little light in the rear. It could be that I'm using up my tires also, and it could be that Langley is one of these tracks that really chew up the tires. Generally in the SK, tire wear is not that dramatic, I have found, and that it could be weight. I'll tell you an interesting side note. Last week, a new guy asked out on text, he goes, how much fuel do you put in the car? And one of the aliens in the race indicated that he put like 10 to 12 gallons in the car, where the standard procedure that most of the setups that I've found that I've gotten from other guys, they put in just enough to get to the very end. Now, I usually put another gallon or two in because I like to have a little bit extra weight. Well, this alien has got way more weight, but he's a setup master, so he can set the car up for that. So anyway, that might be something that I'm going to be looking into, is putting a little more weight in the car. So it's more consistent through a 40, 50 lap run here in the SK versus draining the fuel and having almost nothing in it at the end. Got a smoker ahead of us, but he pulls down on the apron. 10 cars hanging right with me. You know, maybe he heated up his tires. They've cooled up a little bit. He's come right up on my rear deck. I'm just kind of maintaining. I'm not pushing it too hard. If he gets a really good run, I will give way just like he does. But like right down the back stretch there, I'm able to power out a little bit, maintain that gap. Laps are winding down. So far, so good. 20 to go, he says. Another example of a lap car moving up out of the way. Very good. Doesn't get in the wall and then get into me. Got the 15 here. He's we've been pretty much turning consecutive laps, but I'm slowly starting to pull up on him. We'll see how much he fights me. 10 hanging right there with me. I am fighting the car a little bit. I think I have kind of burned up my tires. 15's running some good lap times, so as long as he's, you know, out in front of me and is not really holding me up and taking my line, if you will, which he's not doing right now, I'm perfectly happy with that. Keep rolling, not a problem. You can see there on the backstretch, I'm not sweeping out to the wall. I'm kind of using that middle lane. Trying to do that on the front stretch too, instead of sweeping all the way out to the wall. Get some consistent oblong ovals in this odd-shaped track. '15's pretty stout, and again, like I said, since he's not really holding me up, but now here in turns 2 and 3, he just kind of checks up, must have got just a little bit loose. I'm going to dive on the inside, he goes high. Thank you very much, awesome. That's the way to do it, that's the way to do it. The 10 and I clear the 15 easy. Then I get a little squirrely out of 4 there. Yeah, it's the balance of the car is not where I want it. I don't know if that's tires and or weight or a combination. Working lap 38. Whoa, and then I really hang the rear end out. Holy smokes, I'm lucky I didn't come around. Then coming through 1 and 2, trying to get back on the gas, and I just totally blow this, and I'm doing some turf work. Well, the 10 gets by me. Okay, back on the apron, easy on the gas, let's go. Okay, the 9 gets by me. He is not a position. The 1 car gets by me. That is the leader. So I just got lapped. So the only position I lost was to the 10 car. I will be back to 5th position here at the stripe. Okay, got back past the 9 car again. Lap car out of the way. Very, very good. That is just spectacular. All right, can I reel the 10 back in? He's got the leader right behind him. Again, I've got no pressure from the car behind me. 10 to go, Chad said. Okay, there's the 10 car. Oh, that car on the bottom, that was the 6 car. That was the 3rd place car. He just got into it with a lapper. Okay, a position gain there. Next time across the stripe, I should be back into 4th. Okay, working lap 42, very few laps. Can I do anything with the 10? Can I catch back up to him? Oh, that's the 15 car. Okay, my mistake. The 10 car is way up ahead. Okay, all right, so I am 2 seconds behind the 10 car. Okay, got a little lost there. All right, well, working lap 44, got 5 to go on the next time by. 10 car, you can see him up there working lap traffic. Car isn't feeling very well. It's a little ill even, so like I said, I've got no pressure from behind. Just negotiate, kind of sweep out a little high there. Sorry about that, 15. Didn't mean to make you nervous. And just gonna try to crack off the last 5 laps here, avoid these lap cars, avoid any late race wrecks, which seem to happen quite frequently here in the SK. See, I sweep out really high again there on turns 1 and 2. Car, I'm pushing hard. I burned up my right front tire. Wish I had 2 out there, right? Okay, so let's just bring her home, Dave. I'll take the inside the top 5, 4th place finish. And with this strength of field, which is a pretty high strength of field at 1900 compared to, you know, like an 1100, which might be the second split, I'll get some damn good points out of this finish, 4th place, if I can just hang on. 3 and 4, man, I get through that really, really sweet. Okay, here's the white flag lap. 4 more corners, Dave. 10 cars 2 seconds ahead of me. I'm not going to catch him on the last 2 laps. Although I did reel him in a little bit. I think he burned up his tires too, but my little trek through the grass really hurt me. Okay, there's the finish, 4th place. All right, I will take it. I will take it. These top 5s, you know, they're not a win, they're not a podium, but with a strength of field that gets me some really good points, I appreciate that. Speaking of points, I've been mentioning that many times over these races.
Well, that was a lot better than what it could have been.
You can say that again.
Well, that was a lot better than what it could have been.
Make a video here shortly about the points. Well, there's a nice little blimp view of some fireworks. That's a pretty looking car. There I am up on the board. All right, thanks for coming along for the ride, guys, and we'll see you next time.